Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome into, this is the Meta Movement. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other in behavioral analysis. I'm a medium. I do a lot of remote viewing. If you've ever looked at my page, you'll see that I do a lot of missing persons cases, medical scans, things like that. So today, we're going live all weekend. Cyber Monday, this whole hype of the gobble gobble for the weekend, and we're gonna do some readings for you guys today. I'd love to use my Body Health Oracle deck for you. This is a deck I created on my own. And I just had it printed, and my Kickstarter just started a couple days ago on Thanksgiving. So, hello, love. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. If you guys don't know who I am, if you've never followed me before, that is okay. Welcome in. So my family and I, we live in an RV, and we travel the U.S. I am from Florida, but recently, like around June, that's when we left Florida, and we started traveling. So, I have 4 children, and I'm 30 weeks pregnant with 1 on the way. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit about me. If you guys don't know who I am, I do a lot of medical fertility readings. I do a lot of missing persons cases on the side, and now I'm here. We're gonna do some readings for you guys. As well. Okay, so I have a couple specials that are going on. It depends on what you're interested in. And for being here during my live, you get my secret code, which is 50% off. All my readings on my websites, which include medical, health, fertility, mediumship readings. And maybe you'll get a little tidbit of what that looks like today with the micro readings that go on. So if you use the code CYBER, you'll get 50% off all my readings. The link is right in my bio on my snip feed, okay? Hello, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So we're going to start a line. So I know a lot of people have a lot of questions, and we're going to do micro readings. So it's $8 on Snipfeed, and the reason I charge $8 is so that there's some organization. You are guaranteed your reading. What happens is I record the reading here on my tablet, and then I send the reading back to you in an email. So if, let's say I'm done my live, but your reading is still in here, you're guaranteed that reading for $8. Normally my readings are between $44 and $65, but I do like to come on live and talk to you guys and hang out. But it does get a little overwhelming with the amount of questions that you guys have. So this is my way of organizing it, where, it's enough for you to care, and that there's some organization for me. Okay, so I just ask that you remember the email that you use, because that's where you're going to find your readings. So readings of what? The questions are endless. If you head over here to the link in my bio, you'll see the topics. It could be anything from love, career, finances. I use all my clairs. Mainly when I do mediumship readings, I get visions. A lot of the time I use my, claircognizant, my clairaudient. So I hear words, I see visions. I explain those to you as well. Sometimes I use cards that kind of help with whatever the vision is coming through. It's 222 for those of you who are on the East Coast. So happy 222. I do have a reading that is in here right now. Okay, so Maria, your reading came through. Okay, so we'll start on those readings. You guys will get to see a little bit of what it looks like. So I'm going to read Maria's question, and then I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to record it here for her. She will get that reading back to her email within 24 hours. So probably later on tonight when I'm hanging out with the kids or the kids go to bed, I will upload those readings to you. And then Snipfeed's kind of cool because it keeps all of your shout outs. They're called shout outs, and it keeps them all in one place called shout outs. So all the readings I ever do for you will always be kept there. You can go back and look at those as well. Okay. All right, so if anybody else comes in and they have any questions, I know there's some regulars in here. I don't know if I have any moderators in here right now because I don't really tell anybody. The reading I got from you was spot on. Awesome. Love it. So if you guys did book a reading the past couple of days, they should all be in, including the 50% off reading. So if you purchased the 50% off, I did a couple of North Node readings. Who did I do today? I had Francis, Jody, April. I just sent your readings through. Now, the reason I do those separate is because they are up to 10 minutes long. And, doing them live, it can kind of get a little wishy-washy and you guys might lose interest. So, I do the longer readings, the 50% off readings. I'll do those and send them before the live. And then the live ones, I'll do really quick 1 to 2 minute readings and send those. Okay. You don't see where to put the code when booking. So if you choose here, let's do it together really quickly. Okay. let me see here. Okay, so I apologize. I'm just going to get on TikTok right now. So if you click the link in my bio, this is what my page looks like. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. The Body Health Oracle Deck Kickstarter is at the top, and then the second one, the picture's a little weird on mine, but it says Psychic Readings, and if you click on that, okay, and then you head to the bottom, it'll say promo code. Okay, there's a promo code right there. Where is it? Did you find it? Did I find it? Promo code. And then go ahead and put in the word cyber. It'll get you 50% off, but it's only for the full readings. It's not for the $8 readings that we're doing right now, which is just like to create some type of orderly fashion. Remember, these are 1 to 2 minute responses. Okay, so if you do ask for a mediumship reading right now, just know that I'm going to do my best to describe the person or whatever messages are coming through. I can't guarantee a really in-depth like message from a loved one in 1 to 2 minutes. I will try my hardest. A lot of you guys booked mediumship readings yesterday, and I even surprised myself at how much information I could get in 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm always up for a challenge, so go ahead. I mean, we'd figure that out too, but just know, again, mediumship readings, they're never guaranteed. Although I've probably only had 1 or 2 that have were difficult to connect with, and sometimes that has to do with a lot of stuff. Okay, so I have Maria here, and I'm going to start with Maria. If anybody has any questions in the comments, I would absolutely love for those of you hanging out to say hello, maybe introduce yourself, let people know, where to go for a reading. Okay. All right, can you contact me personally? So I have a personal website. It's called intuitioncc.com. And there's chats in there. So if you just like sign up on my website with your email or whatever, then it opens a chat box where we can chat back and forth. So if you need to contact me about any questions and stuff like that, I know a lot of you guys do that already. So intuitioncc.com, there's like a nice chat box there. I try to chat on TikTok and Instagram. It's hard because there's so many, but right on my website, it just organizes it. Okay. So we're going to start. So I see you guys rolling in, and I just have to say that I am only on for about an hour. I guess I'll try my hardest to get everybody in, but you will get your reading back today, no matter what. If you book an $8 and I don't get to it, it will come in today for you, okay, by the end of the day. All right? Hi, welcome in. You're new here. Well, welcome. I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. On my page, if you follow me, I do a lot of missing persons cases. I do a lot of health scans, things like that. Actually, that's how I started my journey, was doing health scans. I've created my own Oracle deck that's on Kickstarter now, so if you kind of like this deck and maybe you want to support the project, maybe even just share the Kickstarter, I would love and appreciate that from anybody who does that. Okay, this is my very first project I ever do, so we have 30 days it's an all or nothing if you guys don't know how Kickstarter works. So $3,300 to fund the entire project so that I can make the decks accessible for sale. Okay, that's basically what the Kickstarter's for. All right, so here we are. We're going to start. So I have Maria, and then Jennifer, Pamela, Tori. Okay, those are some of the next names that are in the queue here. So if you wanted to know if yours came through, I have those names right now. Okay. All right, here we go. So thanks for being here. Go ahead and double tap the screen. I would absolutely be tickled pink if we could get some shares going. I have 69% on my phone, which is my birth date. So this is telling me, like, energetically that this is something I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. You guys get number signs, don't you? What are my prices right now? Hey, SJ, perfect timing. So I'll let you know what's going on. All right. I have a couple specials. The first one right now is $8 for a reading on the spot. We're getting in line. You get to ask a specific question. It's a 1 to 2 minute response, and you're guaranteed a video message back. That's $8. I also have a code, CYBER, so it's CYBER. If you put something into, if you put that code into any of my other readings, the $44, $65 readings, you'll get half off. Okay, and I'm running that until that Monday at midnight. Okay, so you can use that code CYBER as many times as you want to get as many readings as you want for 50% off until Monday. Okay. 69 means something different to you. I think 69 means a lot of things to a lot of people. My birthday is June 9th, so that's normally That's what it means to me when I see it. And usually if you guys have like number signs, if you see your birthday a lot, if you start to see your birthday, it means that you are headed towards like your destiny, what you're meant to do in life. So, you know, you're doing a project and all of a sudden you see your birthday, just know like it's meant to be. You're on the right track, okay? Okay, so I have Maria. Okay, so Maria is saying something about a spirit messing with her and her TV in her bedroom or in her home, and she wants some insight on this, okay? So, let's do, let's see what I see, okay? Like I said, I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, clairsentient. Sometimes I smell things, taste things, okay? So double tap on that screen while you're here, while I'm giving these readings, just to push this live to other people to support me. I appreciate it, okay? So, all right, live, so thank you so much for booking this reading, and you have a question about a spirit, or is there a spirit, and something about a TV. So I'm going to see what I see. Okay, so I don't, because you're asking about a spirit, I can't guarantee if this is your own son, or if this is a childlike spirit, but I do feel there is a younger energy, and I see them actually going behind the TV and like grabbing onto the cord behind the TV. So, again, I don't know if this is a spirit that is doing this, or there is an energy of a younger boy or a little boy, and I do feel like there's some menace type of behavior, but it could be a child that is alive. The child feels somewhere between maybe 5 and 8 years old, like in that range. They would have dark brown hair, not too long, but definitely straight hair, straight hair. And I see their little hand on the cord behind the TV. So I don't know if this is like validation for you that there is a spirit, because there are no little boys in your house. But if you do have a son or a child that comes over or something like that that matches that description, I would say it is that child that's doing it. Okay? So thank you so much for booking. All right. Hi guys, how are you? Hi Pamela here. I had a reading from you earlier this year. Spot on. So nice to see you again. Thank you. I have been, I've been traveling with my family. A lot of you guys know that. I travel the country with my family. We've been resting a lot longer instead of doing multiple trips, just because I'm getting so much more car sick in the car, being 30 weeks pregnant. So thank you. That was Maria. Okay, so we're going to move on here. So if you guys want to get in line, it's $8. Your question is guaranteed for $8. All you have to do is click the link in my bio. If there's a lot of people in line and I don't get to it, once I'm done the live, I'll do the reading and send it to you by this evening, okay? So everybody will get a video response sent to them no matter what. If you're here, if you're not here, if I end the live, you will still get it sent to your email by this evening, okay? So Jennifer, you're up next, Jennifer. Okay, so Jennifer needs a general reading, and I feel really drawn to use some cards, but I'm also going to see if I get any visions first for you, Jennifer. Okay. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you so much for booking during my live. Okay, so let me see if there's anything. Trails. I see trails. I don't know if you walk trails often or something about trails in a woody area. I'm also being told something about a dog, but it's weird because I feel like I see you walking and the dog is sitting looking at me. So I don't know if this is an animal spirit or I'm not really 100% sure. I don't know if you're here right now. But it's weird how it's coming through, because I see you walking in these trails, like hiking, and it's not like the dog is walking next to you. The dog is like sitting facing me as if I'm supposed to be listening to it, or there's a message about this dog, and it kind of is reminding me of like a brown, like a chocolate lab or something. So I don't know why this is coming through. I don't know if this is a message from an animal that you had on another side, or if this is a message that you will be getting a dog or to get a dog. I don't know if you're here. Okay, I don't know if you can answer any of that. I don't know why that's coming through. Spiritually, though, is there anything from your guides that you need to know? Okay, there's this not letting, there's something about, like, not letting your, I don't know if it's your environment, or if there's actual people, or I'm being told environment, like, like the weather changing, but I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to not let the environment change your behavior or change. I don't know if this is health and wellness, but I feel like maybe there's a changing of energy, or I don't know if this is like the weather, so you're not working out as much. And I feel like I need to tell you, like, you need to like embrace and change with the seasons or change with the energy, and not change in a way of like, let's go backwards, I can't do this anymore. It's more of like, let's adapt to what's happening and continue this behavior moving forward. Okay, so don't think that like changes of energy or changes of people or seasons should keep you from being who you are. There is an adapting that needs to be happening with this as well, okay? All right, thank you so much for booking with me. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer. You do hike out back with your dogs. Okay. Keep that up. I don't know if you had a dog that had passed or whatnot, or why I was seeing a dog looking at me specifically. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. I love it. Thank you, guys. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the gifts. Thank you so much for the double taps, too. Double tapping on the screen gets us live some likes. Okay. You have had some pass, yes. Okay. Well, I don't know if specifically there was one that is a brown, like all brown. It feels like all brown. I couldn't see any other colors, which I guess made me think of a chocolate lab, but I don't know if there was one specifically that matches that. I'm not sure why I just saw that one specifically. Okay. Maybe there's a message of a hello from one of your pets. All right. So I'm going to move on. So that was Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, so we have Pamela next. Thanks, Pamela. Okay, you know which one. Okay. Okay, good. Awesome. Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. If you guys want to book a reading, get in line. Let me see how many are in line. So I have... There's about five people in line right now. If you would like a reading, it's $8 to get in line. Click the link in my bio, and basically if you don't have to be here to receive the reading, you'll get it back by the end of the day in a video response sent to the email that you use when you book the reading, okay? If you are looking for a longer reading than 1 to 2 minutes, use the code CYBER up until Monday. It'll get you 50% off all my other readings, okay? So, I'm so sorry. Let's go back here to Pamela's question. Okay. Pamela wants some insights on her career, okay? So we're going to use some tarot cards. I'm going to get some visions. We're going to see what I see, okay? Okay, Pamela, I don't know if you're here, Pamela. All right. Pamela Johnson, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Thank you so much for booking. So we have a reading for your career here. Okay, so these are some good cards. Okay. Let's see what I see for your career, what you need. Okay, I see you, I don't know if you're getting frustrated with a job, or there was, like, I saw a pen and a paper on on the table, and it was pushed away or pushed off. And I saw some ripping of some type of paper, at the same time. So I don't know if there's like a frustration with writing, or if I'm supposed to be telling you that there is an aspect of writing in your career that maybe you were frustrated with in the past. Like, I almost feel like there's a completion of something that you did in the past that made you very frustrated, and this idea doesn't seem like a career, and I feel like I have to tell you to let go of this idea of career is creating a block inside of you. I am getting, I am feeling that there's an insecurity about this thing that you're doing. Okay. And again, I don't know if it's writing or what this paper or anything it has to do with, but it feels like you've done it before. And it feels like you've wanted to do it before, but there were some things holding you back, whether it was fear of finances or like frustrations that have to do with it, or how do I get this started? It was a fear of it, and it feels something that is very natural to you. Again, like something artsy or writing, or a creating or story, or, I see you with a pen and paper, and you're just really frustrated with whatever was written down, and it feels like you can't continue with it, or you feel like your hopes, or this feels like a hope and a dream to you. It feels like something that when you were younger, you thought it was possible until you got to the real world and you were made to think a little bit more in structure or money wise. Okay. I do feel like this brings you stability, but I feel like there's a self-esteem issue when it comes to security and stability, meaning that your thoughts about it aren't necessarily, this is not a career. How could I do this for money? How could I make enough money doing this? And I feel like it's something that is going to snowball or has the ability to snowball for you and many different areas. Like, for example, again, if it's writing, it might be multiple articles or multiple books and multiple, smaller streams of income, but it is possible, okay? And I do feel like you're going to feel complete when you do this. When you do whatever it is that you're doing, this artisticness, whatever you're doing, you feel good, you feel complete, okay? Thank you so much for booking this reading. All right. You just retired from teaching. You were frustrated with admin. Okay. I'm going to say that's pretty darn close. Okay. But I do, okay, listen, now that you said that, I still see you writing something. I still see you creating or writing. Okay. And I don't know if it has to do with an experience or something, but, there's something that you really loved about that job that gave you the ability to do what you love. It's just not, you just don't think that it can make you the money, if that makes sense. Okay? But it can. Okay, so Tori, you are next. Thank you guys so much for booking. You were thinking of tutoring. Okay, like if you can take it into your own hands, for example, I used to be a high school psychology teacher, and I hated the admin. I hated like the pressure. I didn't like it, but I loved teaching psychology. So I still teach psychology on YouTube to kids overseas. I teach Cambridge psychology. So, it's not something I get really highly paid for. It's just something that I do like to do. And it does bring in like a small little income on the side if I get, tutors or, money from videos or Patreon or whatever the class that I'm holding. So, it's kind of like that maybe. Okay. Okay. Tori, I don't know if you're here, Tori, but I do have your reading. Okay, so Tori's, will I be able to get a job in January? Okay, so you got some stuff going on, and you want to know, if this incident in your life is going to keep you from getting a job. Okay, I heard the word no right away, but I'm going to pull some cards to kind of look at this scenario. Maybe there's some stuff I'm missing, instead of just saying no, okay? All right, so this is for Tori. Hi, Tori. Thank you so much for booking. All right, so your question is about getting a job in January. There's an incident that's kind of going on in your life. You want to know if it's going to keep you from getting a job. Okay, I hear timely. I hear the word persuasion. So I do feel like I have to say, and I see you writing, so I do feel like there is going to be some effort that you are going to be putting into, I don't know, I don't want to say like selling yourself, but I'm feeling more of like a cover letter, like making sure that you're going through the entire steps. Like overdoing it is kind of what's coming to me. I did have the Queen of Swords pop out here. Queen of Swords popped out while I was doing this, so I do feel like clearing your mind a little bit of the, maybe even of what you used to be doing. I don't know if you are going to be able to continue to do that, and I actually feel like there's a reason. Like, I don't think you're meant to do what you've always been doing. I don't know what you've been doing. It feels like a job like waiting tables or like something that is like a throwaway job. And I feel like, you can bounce to different places easily. I do feel like your perspective has to change. And I am feeling a lot of like energy of like saving money or having the ability to save money. So, I'm going to say that getting a job or being, or your finances kind of getting rolling again, I do feel that as being positive. Again, I am being shown that something that worked or a job that worked for you in the past is not meant for the future. Therefore, you might find difficulty getting back in that. And I don't mean getting back into that groove like like they're going to say no to your application. I just feel like internally you're going to have a hard time doing it. Okay, so just keep that in mind too. You know, if you do start to get that job, just know like you got that job, you can get another job. Like you've gotten jobs before, you know how to do it. Maybe there's just a little overdoing in the, not overdoing like exaggerating to the point of lying, but just going to the extent of like if I was getting a job that was, you know, $200,000 salary a year, what would my resume look like? You know, kind of thing. All right. Thank you so much for booking. I hope this helps you. All right. Yes, childcare. Okay. Childcare is not going to work anymore. Okay. So if that was you, is that you, Tori? All right, guys. Let's go to the next here. So I do have a line coming through. So I have Jasmine, Kim, Cynthia. I have another Kim in here. I'm just kind of throw the names out. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't go back to that. I have Chantel, Vanessa, Kylie, Sam, Michelle, Marie. All right. Some of you may have booked the 50% off that I read the names of. Just know that I'm not doing those live right now, but you will get them done. I will get them done and I'll get them into you around the same time as everyone else. I'm just not going to do those live, okay? So I have Jasmine. Jasmine, are you here? And again, if you guys are here and you're like, how do I get a reading? We are jumping in line, $8. You are guaranteed your reading back. If you're not here on this live, go ahead and book and go do what you got to do because you'll get the email sent to you with a video response by the end of the day, okay? Okay, Jasmine, you said mediumship reading. I'm just going to sit back and let whatever comes through come through, okay? Usually if you guys want to book a mediumship reading, especially, I mean, this is a 1 to 2 minutes, please give me a name or something to focus on. Okay, Jasmine, here we go. So you wanted a mediumship reading. I'm going to kind of go in and see if anybody kind of comes through. Okay, so I don't know if you had an uncle who passed. I don't know why it felt like uncle, or maybe you might have called him uncle. I also felt a name with a D, and these could be separate people or someone that is the same. I feel like this guy, it's a gentleman. I feel like he's a big guy. Like I don't know if it's his height or everything overall. I'm not saying like overweight, like obese. I just feel like he's a big guy. I don't know why I feel like I would be looking up to him. If I had to describe his features, I would say he didn't have a lot of hair. But he also doesn't look old for his age. So I'm not sure. I feel some type of coughing. I'm not sure if you're here at all with me to confirm anything, but I'll just keep going. I definitely feel like this person wants to say hello. Again, it could be an uncle or a cousin. It feels like some type of relative, but it feels like somebody who is distant in that way. Like it doesn't feel like a mother or a father figure, but it feels like someone that would be. It could even be a friend of the family that was close, like an uncle. Okay. I feel like he was a smooth talker, a funny guy, and I feel like he just would. I don't know if this message is for your father. I don't know why if he knows your father, but I feel like a reference to your father or saying hello to your father was there for some reason. I feel like he says, I'm always around. But I also feel like he's aiming it towards another male in your life, a father or a grandfather. I'm not exactly sure that he's aiming it towards you. He could be, but I don't know if this gentleman talks to him more, and that's why he wants to send this message to this person specifically, okay? Thank you so much for booking with me. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. All right. He was 40 when he passed, and that's the exact description of him and how he acted. Oh, wait, who? That's your dad. Okay, it is your dad. Okay, I don't know. All right, so maybe I was getting it mixed up between, I felt like, okay, he was pointing to pictures of your father. Okay, but I don't know why I heard the word uncle. Do you have any, I don't know why I felt like I had to say uncle, or if the D was important at all. Okay, but I'm glad that he came through for you, and I'm glad that you were open to like the descriptions. Because again, I'm clairvoyant. It's like seeing, it's like Pictionary. So I see your father, and then I see in the distance a picture of you and another man flashing. And that man flashing felt like your father, but for some reason this man, I don't know why he felt just very goofy, I guess. Maybe that's why. He felt like a goofy uncle or something. You know, like he always had jokes or something. Okay. Here we go. Thank you so much, Jasmine. So you booked a health reading. Will it be emailed or on live? So if it was a medical reading for the 50% off, I will be still sending it later today, but I don't do those live. Okay? I'm not doing the 5 to 10 minute readings live. Extremely goofy. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he was just goofing about the uncle, or maybe he wants to say hi to your uncle. That could be the message, because I still felt like there was a relaying message. Okay? Alright. He's still goofy. Alright, here we go, guys. Okay, we'll see who's next. So if you guys want to guarantee $8 reading, it's 1 to 2 minutes, and I'll have it sent right back to your email by the end of the day. If I don't get to it during the live, you're still guaranteed. This is how I do all my readings. And then make sure to remember the email that you use when you're asking for the reading, because that's the email that we're going to send the notification to. That's the email you use to sign back into SnipFeed, so you can find all your readings under the word shoutouts. Okay, they'll be sent there. All right. So Kim, I have a reading in here. It's a mediumship. It's a 10-minute mediumship reading. So I'm going to wait and do that one later. Okay. Cynthia, you also have a health body scan. I see that in here. So I'm going to wait and do that one later as well, because, you know, those are a little bit more intimate and lengthier. So I have Kim right now. Kim wants a general reading. Thanks, Kim. Okay, you also did an 8-minute. Okay, great. Oh, yeah, I have one right here for you. I have an 8-minute. I think this might be you. Okay, here we go. General reading for you. I'm going to use this deck because I already picked it up. We'll see what comes through for you, Kim. Hi, Kim. Thank you so much for booking. All right, so you want a general reading. We're going to see what comes through. Okay, this is weird because it's not like I'm thinking of a specific childhood memory, but I am thinking of childhood memories. Like, I feel like I was brought to a state of memory or a state of dreaming, and I felt like I was having flashbacks of childhood. So I did pull some cards, 2 of Wands. I called protection card as well. So I don't know if there's any memories that are coming up in your life that maybe you're wondering if they were true or not, or if you're wondering why there's segments or pieces of your life that you can't really remember a lot. And I do feel like this protection card is telling me that you have put walls up from childhood, that there was some type of trauma that happened where your brain decided, like, okay, no one's going to help you, I'm going to help you, and what we're going to do is we're going to bury these deep down in your unconscious because you don't know how to deal with them, no one's teaching you how to deal with them, and you don't understand them. And this, you know, this white blood cells protect right here. Okay, if you guys can see, it says, let your walls down, embrace the person you have become, and live freely. So this is kind of telling me, along with this 2 of Wands of hesitation, that you're really hesitant on, like, exploring, like, the truth. Okay, and it may come as, like, well, I just don't remember. That not remembering or saying I don't remember is only going to, like, perpetuate the not remembering. And I know it's crazy to just sit here, and I feel like you just need to sit there and say, I remember, until you start to get little glimpses. And what I feel like I have to tell you what's coming through is, like, I'm seeing these pictures of things and I don't remember them, and I don't know if they're true because they don't make sense to me because I can't put a memory to them. And I have to tell you, you have to keep pushing yourself past that, and there's a reason that they don't feel familiar. It's because you've buried them. okay? That there is some healing you need to do, and there was some type of, like, if I forget about this, this will protect me. That is the reason that you are not healing them right now, or that they are maybe surfacing now, and maybe you hid them a majority of your life. Okay, don't hold back your healing, okay, because of any fear of reality shifts of what your life may look like compared to what you thought it was. Okay, we all go through this. A lot of us go through this. And I just feel like you need to embrace this a little bit more and use some positive affirmations to push you forward that are going to say, like, I accept this about my life, or show me my healing, or show me what I forgot, kind of thing. Okay, talk to yourself a little bit. All right, thank you so much for booking. All right. Okay, true. Awesome. Okay, so that resonated with you, Kim. I'm so happy. If you would like a reading, get in line, please. I think there's probably like 10 in line right now. But no matter what, you're guaranteed your reading for $8. Whatever your question is, you'll be sent the reading back by the end of the day into your email, okay? Man, I gotta turn off that thing where when I wave or swipe, I start recording. Okay, so going to who's next? Okay, Chantel, I have Chantel here. Hi, Chantel. Okay, will I ever be a grandmother? And so you've been seeing some like quick flashes and stuff in front of you, and you want to know like what's going on with that, okay? I will see what I see for visions, and or whatever comes through, I guess, will be more important, or the most important, okay? Okay. Hi, Chantel. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. So, if you want to know if you'll ever be a grandmother. Okay, so you show me one child. At least, like you're holding this child on your lap, and you're giving this child all your attention, and you're like looking at me like I'm holding a camera, and you're pointing to one, like I have one. So, I'm going to say that it definitely feels like it's in the cards for you. Whether this is a child that, I'm not sure why, but I feel like I have to say that this child might be a different ethnicity than you, or a different race than you, or may come from a different way into the family, okay? But nonetheless, you definitely feel like this child is your grandchild. Okay, so let's go to, let me pause this for a second. Are you in here? I forgot, Chantel, I forgot your other question. I'm so sorry. What was the second part? If I go back, let me see. I don't have a device to go back to the second part of your question. Do you remember it? Does anybody else remember what I said? I just paused your video. I'll wait for a second. I'm so sorry. I have the pregnancy brain. See, guys? This baby is taking up a portion of my brain. Okay, no considering people for a reading. Thank you. I appreciate you leaving. Okay, thank you. All right. Chantel, you're in here, babe, right? I'm trying to remember the second part of your question. Okay. Am I in a delay? Is that what I'm waiting for? Okay. All right. Okay, so I don't know if you got the channel question. You got a channel card. I'm just gonna pull a random card. Okay, so psychic abilities or abilities to go deeper or within are definitely within your realm of energy. You definitely contain the gifts that are necessary to make connections with others in different planes. Okay. So I'll just say that I forgot your second question. I'm so sorry. It's okay, one question, but I hope you got the answer that you were looking for. I also pulled the channel card, so I do want to say that you are a strong channel. Your energy is very strong as far as being able to manifest, as far as being able to have psychic gifts develop in this lifetime. Okay, so keep that in mind along your journey, okay? Thank you so much for booking with me. All right, guys. You got one in? Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I'm headed back. Oh, you wanted to know about quick flashes that were a loved one visiting you. Okay, well, it had to do with the channel, right? Spot on about the grandchild. How am I spot on about the grandchild? I thought you didn't have any. You guys trying to trick me or something, right? I had somebody ask me if they were going to be paralyzed their whole life. And I said that they had feeling in their hands. And then they told me they did too. And I was like, what? I thought you were completely paralyzed. Okay, so I have Vanessa. Then I have Kylie. Then I have Sam. And then I have Michelle, Marie, Stacy, Kathy, Rachel, Cece. Okay, so just be patient. And if I don't get to you, remember, they are talking about adoption. Ah! Yay! That is awesome. Okay, I really believe that's gonna happen. Okay? All right. Did I tell you the gender that I saw? Or should I just leave that like, bleep? Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't want to pressure anybody. I'm not going to tell you the gender, just in case. Okay. Here we go. We are going to Vanessa. Okay, so this is a love question about Brian having feelings for you. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Brian's energy, Vanessa. And then I'm going to also pull some cards to just look at the energy, okay? Here we go. Okay, Vanessa, thanks for booking. So you have some questions about Brian, feelings for you, his intentions. I'm actually going to let the cards kind of pull a card for his intentions while I read the energy of the relationship, okay? So I do get the words mutual. And I pull, okay, so I have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands here, okay? This is telling me that there is some, okay, opportunities. There's going to be potential for this relationship to blossom because I do feel like there is mutual energy here. The Two of Wands is also like, there's a lot of progress, can be making a lot of progress. You want to know the gender, I see. So sorry, that was for another reading, and I'm live, okay? So I feel like there is this energy of you really projecting the way that you feel onto him. I do feel like this is a safe space for you. This Ace of Wands can mean sparks between two people. It can mean passion. So I'm saying that there is definitely some positive energy here. And I do feel like there is this need for you to speak your truth and be true to yourself mostly. Okay, staying true to who you are is going to be really, 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 really important. And what I mean by that is to express, like if somebody says something and you feel like you need to say something, or you feel like your wants and needs aren't met in any way and you're just going along with the other individual. I feel like it's very important in this connection or even in this next connection that you have to be very, look out for you. Think about you as a person. And bring interdependence into that connection, okay? Instead of like I've done that once. I love doing it. Let's do what you like to do, or anything like that, okay? I feel like there's very much so your need to speak out a little bit more, and really not being considerate of the other person, but be more considerate of yourself than you normally are in relationships, okay? All right, thank you. All right, hi guys. Tell me the gender. Okay, I felt like it was a boy. Okay, I felt like it was a boy. Again, it was a baby, and had kind of like little froey curly hair. So I couldn't it felt boy, but I can't 100% say, Yes, I can see you, Jody. I can't 100% say it was a boy, but I'm telling you that was the feeling initially right when I saw him. Okay? All right, so I'm jumping back over here. And the next reading is... So I have Kylie. Kylie, you're next. Kylie, if you are here, I'm going to be doing your reading right now. So Kylie, can I have a general reading of my life or anything that comes up? Yes. All right, great. So if you guys want to get in line, and maybe you want a reading guaranteed, question answered, $8, go ahead and do that. The reading will come in form of a video message, and it's going to be sent back to your email. I record it on a separate device, so you don't have to be here during the live at all to receive it. Okay? Hi, Jody. I have about 10 to 15 people in line. But I did send back your North Node reading right before I went live. So if you want to go take a look at that, it's a pretty lengthy reading. It's about 9.5 minutes long. So I don't know if you saw that, but you can go check that out. Thanks so much, guys, for double tapping the screen. And I have 6 shares. Whoop. I mean, that's great. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so Kylie, here we go. I see you, babe. Okay. General reading, general questions. Okay, hi Kylie. Thank you so much for booking. Okay, so let's see the energy that's coming through for you. Okay, I'm getting some weird stuff about a job and or I don't know if it's related to college or schooling, and it's kind of a weird energy, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're kind of, okay. I wish I could ask you what you're doing for a career and if it's related to school, because I kind of feel like there's this roundabout way of like there's some type of education or some type of background that you have, and I don't necessarily feel like you're meant to be in that career. So for example, if you have a degree in psychology, I don't necessarily feel like you're supposed to be a psychologist, but there's a path that you are supposed to be on, and I feel like your education or your background or whatever it is that you've been doing is going to come in handy as like a secondary or a supplemental type of a behavior, almost like this job would, I mean, because of what you used to do, it makes this so much easier and so much better, and you're so much, like, you're really, really good at it. Okay? I don't know. Here you go, Kylie. Okay? So let me pull a card and see, like, what, if this is about a job or school, but it definitely feels like some type of conflict. I pulled the 9 of Swords in reverse. It literally could mean, like, you're going to find clarity about work. You're going to find peace about clarity and work and what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Okay, so I'm just going to say, like, be open to avenues that don't necessarily correlate with what you've been doing, but maybe you've gained some skills that are very valuable in this new area and it feels more of a passion. Okay, I don't know if you're working with people specifically, like health or mental health kind of pops in, but I'm not sure if that's connected. Okay, it might be connected. All right, thank you so much for booking. All right, thanks so much, Kylie. Okay, guys, we are moving on here. So we are doing guaranteed questions for $8. If you would like a longer reading, if you want a fertility, a medical reading, if you want to connect with a loved one for a longer, more lengthy reading, if you use the code CYBER, you will get 50% off. You did, I know, I saw it say, so SJ, you'll get, it says like on the screen that you've been doing the shares, but it does not, down here it just says 6 shares, so I love you. Maybe it's just individual people, whatever. I appreciate it, and I love you for doing that so much, okay? All right, so yeah, if you guys want a lengthy reading up until Monday at midnight, you can use the code CYBER for 50% off. Also, I would love and appreciate if you guys supported my campaign. You can donate as little as $1 if you would like. And that dollar will only be taken out of your account if the entire thing funds. So if we meet our goal of $3,300, which will put this into production, it's actually kind of really a small production that I'm doing. I'm not really going over scale and big, and that price has everything to do with the shipping. So I did kind of open a tier up to international shipping, and that's because I didn't want people to have multiple charges when the campaign went through. So normally people won't charge shipping, and then they'll charge shipping later after it goes through a different company. I chose to include it in the price of the tiers, so you're only ever going to get one charge if it does go through. This is the Body Health Oracle deck, and along with this deck, you'll get a training guide that teaches you kind of all my secrets on how I color code the human body and do health scans, okay? Oh, Chantal, thank you so much. Thanks. I love the words. Okay, so let's see who's next. Okay, so I have Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Thanks so much for booking, Michelle. So yes, use the code CYBER. It'll get you 50% off until Monday. Okay, and this code is nowhere except for during my lives. Okay, so I mean, unless you tell somebody, but it's not printed anywhere. Okay. So Michelle, you're going through a court case with your grandchildren. Okay. Will I see them soon? All right. Let's see. Let's see what I get for visions. And then maybe I'll pull some cards if I feel like we need to understand this a little bit more, okay? All right, Michelle. Here we go. Okay, hi, Michelle. So you're wondering if you're going to get to see your grandchildren, how this court case is going to go. Let's see. Did they call you Grammy? Because I did see a little girl, and I felt like you were outside, like on a concrete steps. And I feel like this little girl ran over to you and gave you a big hug, and I felt like she said Grammy. I could be wrong, but I felt like she said Grammy. At least that was letting me know that it is a grandchild that is running to you, although I do feel it might be outside of a courthouse or outside of a building. Outside, it doesn't feel like a visit to your house or anything like that, but it definitely feels like this child has a coat on. It feels cold outside. Okay, so I'm going to say that as far as like being able to see them, this is telling me that you are. Let's see, like what do you need to know about the court cases? I heard fight for their rights. Fight for their rights. And I also got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this might be telling me that there is some kind of energy of like doing a little bit more work would help the case out or help you see them more. And again, I just keep hearing like doing what's best for them. And this card, usually when it's upright, it's like, okay, you did all the hard work and now it's going to pay off. In reverse, it's like you didn't do enough work. There wasn't enough to be done for you. So I don't know if that necessarily means you're not going to see your grandchildren, but I just don't know if you're going to be getting everything that you want, okay? But I do see that there is a reuniting or an experience where you're going to be able to see them, okay? So I hope that is enlightening to you. If that is also a sign, it's not really a sign to give up, but it could be a sign to work a little bit harder if there is more you can do in the time that we have left, okay? All right, thank you so much for booking. All right, you're Mimi to them. Okay. They call your mom Grammy. Okay. I wonder, is your mom going to be going with you to a court case or walking with you or something? Because I definitely feel like the children walk in with someone and then kind of run from them to give Grammy a hug. Okay. Supervised visits. Okay. So I kind of feel like it might stay that way, and or you might not be getting like full unsupervised this time around unless there's some more proving of how it benefits them. There's something about proving how it benefits them or the benefit of them. Okay. And I feel that's where the focus of energy needs to be. And or proof that it is going to be better for them. But I don't necessarily feel like there's any energy of putting someone down. It's only a focus of positivity, okay? I hope that helps, Michelle. Okay. Let's move on here. Okay. So I have... Oh, I got to go to my next page. Sam, I have a reading for you in here, Sam, but it's a longer reading, so you'll get that back later. Okay? We just did Michelle. Okay, Marie. Marie, you're next, Marie. So Marie wants a general reading, okay? You're so welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you so much. We have 7.7 thousand likes. I love those numbers. And there's 7 shares down below, even though I know a lot of you have been sharing more. I see it. It just doesn't show up. I'm not sure why. Okay. So we're going to do a reading for Marie. It's a general reading. Anything that comes through, okay? And, yep, here we go. Okay, hello Marie. Thank you so much for booking this reading with me. So, okay Marie, I've actually heard the word college. I don't know if you have a child that is going to college or, like I saw another female, it looked like another female that was in college. So I'm not sure why I saw her. I don't know if there's a relation to you and somebody who is also in college, but there's a message, apparently. Do you feel like there's a relationship that is struggling with you and somebody who is in that age group or friends? Well, friends. I got the 3 of Cups. It could be like a friend of yours or struggling to maintain friendship with a child that's a little bit older. I don't know if you're here. I just keep looking to see if there's any validation of what I'm saying. Or maybe you have a friend from college that is coming back into your life. That could also be what I'm trying to interpret. Again, visually what I'm seeing is like college and then a younger girl or a younger girl that would be in college in connection and then some type of friendship and a relationship of some sort that either needs to be rekindled or needs some attention of some sort. Okay, let me pull some of these cards as well for you. This is the Body Health Oracle deck. All right, this is the deck I have out on Kickstarter. Can you relay or correlate a message to what I'm already seeing and provide some clarity about this, please? I hear friends. Friends. Collaboration. Collaboration! Oh my god, I got a collaboration for you, okay? You might be being asked to get into a close bond or a close relationship. Maybe there was a time in your life where this person is either a reflection of like your true self or they're triggering your true self, or if this was a friend from college, again, maybe it has to do with remembering who you were at that time. But there is definitely some bringing of 2 people together. There's a commonality or there's some type of like hint towards college and a friendship or rekindling of a relationship that needs to happen in your life, okay? Thank you so much for booking with me. Okay, awesome. I hope you're here to get that message. Okay, I was trying to figure out how the scenario fit. All right, so thank you so much, Marie. Thank you so much for booking. Awesome. So I'm going to go in and see, who do we have now? So I have Stacy, Kathy, Rachel, Cece, Jasmine, Debbie. Okay, Jasmine, I see your reading, though, is it was a mediumship reading. All right. Let me see if there's any more. All right. Everybody doing okay? Everyone doing okay in here? Okay. So, the reason I say if I don't get to them during my live, I'll get to them a little bit later or by this evening. A lot of you guys know that I'm 30 weeks pregnant, so sitting in this one position for over an hour over an hour and a half is, it gets a little difficult for me. I'm not going to lie. So, I think I'm going to do, maybe 10 more minutes on here. So, if you would like to make sure that you get your reading for half off, or get it in today, or get the $8 reading, go ahead and book that right now. I am going to have to get off for a little bit and go stretch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and finish all the readings. So by this evening, all the $8 readings will come through, and the readings that are more lengthy readings, the half off, those will be sent before tomorrow's live. Okay, that's kind of like the rotation, or the routine that I do, okay? Just make it to Rachel. Okay. I see you, Rachel. I see you. Okay, Stacy, here we go. I'll try to get as many as I can. Okay, here we go. I gotta stop talking. All right? You guys help people if they want to book, and I'll do the readings, okay? Okay, Stacy wants to know if moving is the right thing for her. I'm going to use some tarot cards. I'm also going to look. Okay, hi, Stacy. So you would like to know if moving is the right thing for you? I don't know if there's something you're running from. I kind of heard something in the background about running. I don't know if there's something that you're running from. Okay, so the cards that I see right now, look, I got the Sun card, Queen of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, but then I also got the Nine of Cups here. So what I'm going to say is be practical about your intentions, because I feel like your intentions are going to manifest in the reason that you're moving. Do I think moving will be good for you? Yes. I am getting some positive energy about a new home. But at the moment, I feel like there is some unfulfilled perspective on the moving. Okay? And I do feel like the moving is going to be good, but at the same time, there's some energy and clarity about the intentions of moving that need to be, like, wiped clean, because I feel like if you take these intentions moving forward, there's going to be some scuffles and buffles and some weird energy mixed with it because of your intentions, because of your expectations. Okay, and I do feel like there's some scattered energy that needs to be resolved before any moving happens, okay? So I feel like your guides are advising you, like, whatever is kind of going on in your life right now, you need to have the courage to resolve this before you just kind of get up and go. Getting up and go, you're probably getting the signs to do it for a reason, because you're meant to do it, but you can't leave, like, unfinished business is kind of like what's happening. But I want you to think positively about moving. I want you to think about opportunities that it will open up for you, not necessarily reasons to get away from or things like that, if that makes sense to you. Okay? Thank you so much for booking. Hi guys, here we go. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next one. SJ, thank you so much for being here. Answering some questions. So, everybody gets their questions sent back in an email, okay, through Snipfeed. Okay, so we have Kathy, and then Rachel, and then Cece. I might be able to finish the line, okay? Message from Dad, William. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so we're going to see if you have any messages from your dad, William. Okay, so just to see if this is the man that you are hoping to hear from, I'm going to say this man is presenting himself as somebody who, he's kind of presenting himself like a businessman. He's presenting himself, he's very much showing me like this brown briefcase or bag or something that he has or held with him, or maybe he used it for work, but I definitely feel like there's something he's swinging in his hand that he would have taken to work with him every day. There's definitely some type of bag or briefcase, or I don't know if this is a suitcase, but it definitely feels like something like that, and this man would present himself in that way. He's also showing, like, I say businessman because the way that he's dressed is in kind of like a blue outfit, a blue blazer, like a jacket, slacks, although it doesn't feel like formal. It just kind of, it feels I don't know, it feels salesman-y, like the way that he's dressed. I'm not saying that he's a salesman, but in that way, okay? There's something about time that's coming through. There's something about giving you enough time or not giving you enough time and wishing that there was more time. Okay? I hear the word lack, and I definitely feel like there was a lack of a bond when you guys were younger. When you were younger. Like childlike, older father lack of bond. And a reason I say that is, I don't know if this was something like he's pointing to something that was rekindled, or that like maybe you kind of like pushed past that or something. But it's definitely coming through as like a different relationship within the time you knew each other. Like maybe one time was really good and one time I could have done better is kind of like how it's coming through, okay? But he definitely he wants you to know he's here. He wants you to know that he's present, and hopefully that these like things that I said were like enough validation for him come through to know that this was him and that, you know, he's sending his love and his energy and that he's here with you, okay? Thank you so much for booking. Okay. He was a truck driver. Okay. Okay, so what did traveling salesman is what like was coming through, and I'm not gonna lie to you, so I don't exactly know who, like maybe there was another individual, maybe this was another person that was coming through, maybe it wasn't William, or maybe I don't know if somebody has another name of William in the family, like his father. That's happened many times where there was like a William Jr. or something along those lines. Okay. Because I definitely felt like this person was more of like an adult in the 50s or 60s, is how it came through, like a young adult in that time span. Okay? I definitely didn't see a truck driver, but there was a reason that this person was pointing out their profession. There was a reason this person was pointing out like the way they looked and dressed. And maybe it was to show you that it wasn't exactly your father that was coming through, but there is some type of relation, okay? I would find out what your grandfather did for a living, okay, because it was very much so like, you need to look at what I'm wearing. You need to look at this briefcase, and this is the person I was, okay? Thank you for being open to the messages. Okay, so Rachel is next. Okay, Rachel, you're trying to purchase family property from your father because your mother passed away. It's causing some changes, some stress. Any advice? Okay, here we go, Rachel. All right, hello, Rachel. So we want to know about this property that's kind of causing some stress, I guess. I don't know if it's between or within your family, stress within the family. All right, let me see what I can see about this. Okay, so I have to tell you that I feel like there is, wow, look at these, look at both of these cards that I just pulled. Look at the pictures on them. Okay. I definitely feel like there's a lot of heartbreak. So you're telling me that you're trying to purchase it from your father. And when I picture you having a conversation and there's papers in your hand, it feels like his emotions are not connecting to reality. It almost feels like there's a frustration that's going on because he doesn't understand something, or there's a way that he's thinking about it that is not of reality. I feel like he needs some explanation of something. And I feel like you have to sit down and like explain something to him, because in his mind, I feel like there's some idea of like financial loss or insecurity or instability that's going to amount from this for him. Okay. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety, but I also feel like this is a trigger for him, not just this death, but there's some feeling of, I don't know if it's a feeling of being taken advantage of, or in that sense, I don't think it is from you, like it's not coming from you, but there's a trigger here that somebody did take advantage of him in the past. And again, it's not understanding. There's some perspective that he sees this one way, and I'm getting this image, and I feel like you have like a stack of papers in your hand, and you're trying to show him, like you're trying to read to him and trying to explain to him really what's going on. So I have a minute here. Let's pull, well, I have 10 seconds. Let's pull a card to see like what you need to be doing here. Okay. So, okay. There's a lot of paranoia going on with him. And I feel like you may feel tired of explaining the same thing to him over and over, but you have to. Or at least come up with a different way of explaining it so he understands it, okay? I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for booking, Rachel. Okay, it's so hard to explain things to him, but yes, spot on. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm glad that I got his energy. I read that energy right, okay? All right, let's see. This might be my last one. Let's see if it is my last one. It'll be my last one. That makes sense. Okay, I have Cece and Debbie, right? Cece and Debbie are in here. Let's see. Let's get to you both. Cece, Debbie. Yeah, those are the last two, okay? Cece and Debbie. If anybody else wants to book, go ahead and get it in now. Those are going to be the last two I do online right now, but you'll still get your reading done, okay, for $8. Okay, so Cece wants to know about Christmas break with Richard. Okay, let me read this whole scenario. It's a little lengthy before I kind of tell you what's going on, okay? I'm planning to tell you about Okay, so there's a situation with Cece, and she wants to further a relationship she has with someone, but she also wants to like be honest and be truthful. So she wants to know like what the end result of this will be. Like, you know, she has this feeling of like, how can it be bad if you're honest and truthful with other people? So I want to figure out and make sure, like, see what the energy of this is. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards. Maybe this will, like, clarify or, like, debunk some things, okay? Hi, Cece. Okay, so you have this question that has to do with Richard, and you want to know, like, how the holidays are going to go and or you being truthful about some stuff about your life. Because I get it. You guys want to start off on a clean path, and I think that's a great way to go. So let me see what is going to happen here. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to lie. I did hear the word deception as well. Okay, here's the Five of Wands. There's definitely going to be some obstacles or challenges. And let me tell you exactly what I mean when I say deception. So I feel like he feels like he's been deceived. Okay? I feel like, and at the same time, his reaction may not be 100% of, you know, his true feelings. And I feel like there's some type of trigger as well going on because of the way he instantly feels inside of his stomach when you say this to him. Okay, now what I have to tell you is there's additional words that need to be added on to this truth that you have to come up and tell him. Okay, there needs to be reasons about, okay, this is hard to explain, but because this is all in, it's a feeling, it's like it wants to come out of my mouth. You need to explain the reasons why things were done and how you don't. There needs to be this address of like a clean slate when you guys get going or start seeing each other, or and there is this fear already about something being hidden. Okay, like you've hidden one thing, could you hide something else? But I feel like this is a trigger from a past relationship from his. Okay, so when somebody says like deception, it's because I feel like he feels there has been deception. But I do feel like with patience and being true to yourself, and being honest about why maybe there was deception, okay, and I mean being raw, honest about your feelings, I do feel like in the long run, things are going to work out, meaning There could be like some weird energy in the beginning, but that doesn't mean being truthful wasn't what you were meant to do. It just means I think you were meant to trigger him in this area to really overcome this thought, like that past experiences don't always depict the future. Not everybody is the same in that way. So I think you still need to be and hold truthful to your truth, but I also feel like there's this really raw honesty that needs to come about with it. Okay? I hope this helps you, and thank you so much for booking. All right. I didn't have time before he left before basic. I tried to see him and tell him. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, I just think that, like, you know what came through the most about honesty is your fears. Being honest with your fears and why those fears are fears. Okay? So I do feel like that needs to be a part of the conversation, okay? Thank you so much for my reading I received earlier. I'm going to book another one. Oh, yay! Thanks, love. Okay, so here we go. I think Debbie. Here we go, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. In Texas, you can't get divorced if you're pregnant. I have no words. Oh my Lord. Like, we all need to do more research about about where we where we live and the laws there until we're stuck, huh? Like, that is just insane. Thanks for the pin at the end. I didn't even know that was an option. I need to figure out how to do that myself, SJ. That is insane. Okay, so that's it. You just need to have, like, complete and total honesty. Throw your fears out there. You know, stuff like that. Okay? Okay, Debbie. Debbie says marriage or divorce. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for this and we're going to explain the energy. Okay? And then I'm going to go lay down and send your readings. And if you booked a longer reading, you'll get it back tomorrow. Okay? I promise. Before the live. All right, Debbie. You want to know marriage or divorce? Let me see what it says in my head, and then I'm going to ask for a card that will kind of describe the energy of where you're supposed to go. So I heard we tried. And I honestly feel like I'm watching two different people, two totally different people. Almost a realization that you're two totally different people than the people that you were when you started this journey. And I feel I almost have to say that in the beginning of the journey, there was a lot of attention on the we, on the us, on the titles, on the marriage, the husband, the wife, or the wife and the wife. I'm not exactly sure. It feels like a man. I see a man in my head. So I'm going to say the husband. But it feels like the roles were important to fill in the beginning. And as time went on, it's almost like a facade of those roles kind of came to surface. And there was this realization of lack of self or lack of time for self, doing a lot for doing a lot for the other person. And I feel like you're both in this time right now in your lives where you realize that there is I need to focus on me. And I'd not necessarily think, I don't know if like filing the paperwork and the divorce in the moment is going to change anything, but I do feel like there is a separation or a walking away. I actually see him leaving the house and I feel like you're staying. But it feels like a very mutual, like, I need to focus on me, I need to focus on me, because it got lost. I don't ever think that you knew that was a priority, though, in the beginning. There's a lot of, like, social stigma coming about, like, in the time period, whatever, however. I don't know if you got married a longer time ago. Okay, you're like, yes, okay. So I feel like you have to be true to yourself, and true to yourself is think about myself. And walking away from this person just means, it's like I talk about unconditional love, and unconditional love means letting someone go because you love them and because you know they will be happier and you'll be happier. Okay? So again, the idea of divorce and the paperwork, I mean, I don't think that's going to change you guys, but I do think the time spent together and or your paths have now parted. Okay? Thank you for booking. Oh, I was going to pull a card. Let me see the energy of this here. What do you need to know about this energy? I'm just going to pull it. I said I was going to pull it. Ace of Wands. Okay? Opportunity. New passions. New sparks. Okay? So definitely a new start, it feels like. New start. All right? Thank you for booking. All right. Thanks, Debbie. All right, let me just sneak peek in here. I'm just going to go in. Let's see who's still open. And I should only have the more lengthy readers open. 100% correct. Okay. Good, good, good. I'm always happy to know that it's valid, right? Okay, so I have Jasmine has a longer reading that will be done and sent by tomorrow. I have Sam, Cynthia, and Kim. Okay, so if I said your name just now, it's because you have a longer, more lengthy reading. About, you know, those can run 5 to 10 minutes long. That will be sent in your email before the live tomorrow. Okay? And again, you can use the code CYBER. Thank you. Yeah, CYBER 50% off for the whole weekend. All right? Thank you so much for being here. SJ, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to even find my live and to moderate for me, because I know you're super busy doing your own family stuff and your own spiritual stuff. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I know there's 8 of you on here. 8's a great number. Head over to the link in my bio. I would love your support on my Kickstarter, okay? Thank you, guys. Thanks, SJ. And you guys check SJ out, too. Give her some love and support. She is also an amazing intuitive. All right? Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to pack up. Oh, you're honored, too. Oh. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Sending you light and love.